All right, Summer Game Fest 2023. All right, so everyone from mature to 17. I know Mortal Kombat 1 is one of the items that's gonna be showcased on here. Man, it's crazy. We're back at this again. Can you imagine last year at this time we were starting our grind for YouTube partner?
Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff, our boy Jeff. My name Jeff.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience.
I can't believe we have no more E3. Are you guys happy with Summer Game Fest basically replacing E3? Let me know.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh yeah, that's the Mortal Kombat 1. I told you there'll be Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay.
Don't worry. Allan Wake 2.
Yep.
The reveal of Fortnite's next season. And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
What can possibly be
right now
the grand finale?
But let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting.
How's the audio sound to you guys? Can you guys hear everything fine?
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire.
What is this? It's like Prince of Persia. Yo, King Smitty, thank you so much for that resub, baby. Alerts and stuff I turned off because we're recording our reactions for the YouTube. Senor Suerte, welcome. Professor, how you doing, bro? All right, a little platformer action. Yo, King Smitty, what's good? This is the Summer Game Fest, so this is the big gaming showcase that's essentially replaced E3. Started today, so we're getting a bunch of reactions to and gameplay trailers for stuff coming out. So we're just sit back and relax and let's see what's coming out. Is this a Phoenix Rising sequel? It might be. I'm doing good, Professor. So yeah, all the people here, this is gonna be YouTube video and separate reactions.
In these times of darkness.
Yeah, we haven't had E3 in a few years, fam.
Keeps us fighting.
So we have this, and then basically everyone has their own showcases now. Like Capcom's gonna have their own showcase on Monday. Yeah, Prince of Persia. I told you that looked like Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown. So January 18, 2024. Okay, about 6 months from now.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic
Platformers are
series.
fun. Those are good change of pace.
Some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing
Yo,
a modern
Delphnick,
take on
how
the
you doing, fam?
legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right.
Looks good, yeah.
It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
Already?
Couldn't keep you
Hold on
waiting
one second.
on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline, and it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities
MK1, baby.
of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it.
Let's see it.
I have had enough of you.
Sub-Zero, baby.
Go before I put you down. Fight.
Can't watch me from the plane, yo. Safe travels. This is how Professor Hurt be whooping us up. Ooh. You guys can hear the game properly? Or the showcase?
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions.
I can't believe that this is MK1.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Yo. Boy, stabbed him in the side of the head. Yo, ah, head buster. No. Oh my goodness. This is a definite cop. We got to get this, guys. This looks too good. Ooh, infamous.
Okay, let's go back.
Nut
to
check.
one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang,
Right, and I like this. It might be a cop. It has to be.
God of Fire.
Playing Trials? Tag Team X-Ray, right? Yo, this looks slick. Oh my gosh.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
I thought Raiden with the the weapons and the tag assist. The tag assists are raw. I like that. Dude's jumping in from the side throwing shurikens. No, that's nice. Oh, through the stomach.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
That's a disease that she had.
I covet my throne.
My throne. My precious. Ooh, Goro. What a combo. Look at these combos. We're gonna be getting caught in infinite combos with these assists. This is scary stuff, guys. I know Professor's ready. And with all these fighting games, we might have to bring back fighting community days. Between Street Fighter, this, Tekken, the fighting game community is eating good at the spine. These are so gruesome. Oh! Why? Oh, this is, you can't make any YouTube shorts with these. You would not make any ad revenue. Oh my gosh. What an amazing remake. Dog, that is so cool. Pre-order and get Shang Tsung and beta access. Oh yeah, there is gonna be a beta coming out. Wow.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
That was gruesome.
Now, I'm sure you have.
Oh, it's not a
many
remake.
questions
Why
about
people
what
keep
you
saying that?
just
What is
saw.
it? What would you
To tell
classify
more,
it as?
I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same
Mortal
franchise
Kombat
and
1
fan
just
base for
just
more than
redone.
3
This is more. It's just Mortal
Please
Kombat
join me
1.
in welcoming to Summer Game
2023.
Fest, the creator of Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, Ed Boon.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
You're right. You're right. You're right. It's not a remake.
All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got
Yo,
to
Silver.
see all of the gameplay
Yeah, reboot
of
something like
MK1,
that is more along the lines.
everyone
Because
just
either
wants to
way,
know
it's
more about
beautiful,
this, 'cause first of all,
and I
this
want
is
it.
it's MK1, right? It went from 11
So
to 1. So tell
the
us about
timeline is
this.
going
New
back in the
timeline?
story only. It's a completely new era.
Mortal Kombat 11,
like a
Liu Kang
multiverse.
Basically, was kind of graduating.
Silver, good to see you.
Like, you know,
Welcome in, everybody.
Right, and he created a brand new universe, and this universe,
Yeah,
this is
universe.
why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story.
Ah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. The new universe makes sense.
Now, and there's
there it is. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up.
Are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting.
Instead of Raiden being the god, it's Liu. Okay.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, you know, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but
4
the thing
years?
we got to talk about are these cameos.
Professor, they were making this back when I first started streaming. That's crazy.
You have your sort of your main, you know, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu. So you pick sort of a pair when you start the game.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters.
It's been 4 years since MK11. Oh my gosh, you're right.
That are the cameo.
Where's the time gone?
Actually,
yo, Cash Crow.
But
a lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of
welcome
like
in, Cash Crow.
With Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out.
We have the alerts turned off because we're checking out the Summer Game Fest.
So you can basically combine these two characters. All the
check out the homie right there
with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. You know, the best team ups.
Yeah, no spoilers, please. We just started this not too long ago. We just watched the MK1 trailer. Appreciate you sharing your community with us.
It's not a tag team thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can
Matt Hops,
you know,
this is the Summer Game Fest. We're getting a bunch of gameplay and trailer announcements for upcoming games. This is essentially what's replaced E3 for us.
Exactly.
So we're just checking it out, reacting. We just saw the MK1 gameplay. They're talking about it right now.
Limited, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, you know, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of
combo extenders,
you know, basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
So
it's pretty cool.
Come out, and then obviously as you go through, you reveled some of them there.
Yeah, we did MK11 and Prince of Persia.
Main roster, how will that work?
Yeah,
that's it. That's all. MK1 and Prince of Persia. That's all you missed. We haven't been watching that long.
You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right?
Added breakers.
You can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first games. So
yo, Bill, what's good?
Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot lot really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah, Goro came in there.
Really into the old Mortal
Be in
Kombat
here.
Games.
Thank you, Bill.
As getting
a little early start. We're covering this. You know, we doing what we do.
We really want the cameo characters to feel, you know, kind of.
Appreciate the YouTube fam.
Well, speaking of 90 the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right?
Oh, that's Johnny Cage?
That was, people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally
doing that split.
Part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. You know, we were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too.
Wow.
So you're gonna hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build
Call
this
him 8 Mile.
It's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right.
That's crazy.
Very difficult.
Hey, one's in the chat if you guys are going to be picking up MK1 in the new universe.
4 years.
Let me know.
So, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, you know, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, you know, so there's a lot of...
Oh, no, that beta access.
Amazing. Well, Ed,
yes, sir.
thank
Let's
you so
go.
much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat.
There it is.
Amazing. So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic.
I still can't wrap my head around that game, but y'all loving that Diablo 4.
Is Path of Exile.
Three-Headed Beast was good.
Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
Where are the gods?
Another one of those top-down games like Diablo. Ooh. Magic. It's like doing the A-Town stomp, clearing out the ads. That frost stomp from Elden Ring. Hadouken, Hadouken. Whoa, what is that? Path of the Exile. Spinning bird kick. That's what she was doing.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming.
Yeah, I need one of y'all to carry me in some Diablo 4 so I can get into that game.
A game we featured last year.
I didn't like the first one for real though.
Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
You say you got me? Alright, what's this? Robotic Ryu? What are we looking at? This is an online only game.
Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
Huh? Robot Evil Ryu, right? Exoprimal Street Fighter collab. Oh, coming fall 2023. I would say, what is going on here? Oh, that's Exoprimal's gonna be on Game Pass for the Game Pass folks out there. There you go.
Against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo.
Street Fighter BR. Can you imagine?
Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
14. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today.
What?
Check this out.
What else you got for us?
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
Nicolas Cage, boy. Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Here you go. Not the bees. Ah,
Right.
my
Nicolas
knees.
Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July.
You remember that stint in time when Nicolas Cage was like in like 80 movies because he was broke?
I figured the
I was
easiest
like,
way to find
Ghost
out
Rider.
is probably to go right to the source.
He must be broke again. He's like, I need more money.
This man's
Put me in a
bold
video
creative
game.
choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades.
I love the
of
Nicolas Cage
incredible
memes.
films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage.
They actually got him. Nah, this boy need money, dog. He's like, you gonna see me everywhere, bro. That boy be in hiding for like 15 years and he pops up out of nowhere. And then you just can't shake him.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Hello, children.
I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected.
Say, I'll take one
collaboration. I
weed,
gotta
please.
understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this
Horror.
in that genre, there's a character.
You guys enjoy horror?
Psycho, who I think
I
is
enjoy
gonna make a
horror.
key appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror.
I would have
Michael
rathered
Myers
him
and all
be
these
a
different
killer. That would have been
characters all coming
funny.
Together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. And he's going.
He said, "That's
to a
not Nick Cage, that's
location
John
thinking he's
Travolta."
making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog.
Gone in
And
60
fog,
seconds.
He's surrounded by crows and
Yo.
serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's
Yeah,
something
Gone in 60
about
Seconds
it that
is
I
good.
think as a survivor,
Had everybody out there stealing cars.
it's like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well. That feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded
Okay.
lines for it and everything.
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage
Yeah.
survivor. I even
50
have
cars
on
in
the
one
TV
night, baby.
Skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say,
should make it.
from the scream to the grunt down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right.
You shut.
Fully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean,
Imagine
this
fusing
is
with
so
Nicolas
fun.
Cage.
This game, as you said, is such
Dead by
an
Daylight
awesome
needs to
kind of,
stop. I
collaboration
had to
with so
stop
many
playing that
characters.
game.
For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead
When
by
I was
Daylight?
waiting in matchmaking for
Somebody
15
very
plus minutes, I was like, I can't do this
important
anymore.
in my family, a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in.
I know a lot of people still play it. I just can't do it.
See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed. Sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Add him to Mortal Kombat.
Nick, thank you so much.
All those
Hopefully
H
the
words
play.
almost killed me,
Nicolas
right?
Cage,
Huh.
great to see you, man.
Horror.
Oh, there you go. Lock it in.
Humming. Him.
Now, for all of you who want to play Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on
Those
PC
hair
and
plugs?
console, but PC
Hair
players
plugs.
can try it early
Yeah, them
by
hair plugs
downloading
are
the
lit,
player
bro.
test build on July
Halo
5th.
was good.
And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage.
Oh, let's see.
Dead by Daylight.
Let's see Nicolas Cage mocap. Let's see what he did. This is ridiculous. This is like what happens when you like lose a bet with your friends and you're in Hollywood. Like, bro, if you lose this, they're like, if the Lakers get swept, you gotta become a survivor in Dead by Daylight. It's like, I got you. That'll never happen. And here we are. Nicolas Cage. July 25th, if y'all play that, because we don't want you sharing your password. Netflix better chill. Keep canceling our shows. What's this? witch hunt. Get shots. Witchfire early access September 20th. Oh, look at our homeboy. Forgot his name. This is a big TikToker. That's amazing. When you see people that you know started off on TikTok and now they're in commercials, amazing. Shout out to the content creators out there. That's the dream right there, man. Hopefully one day you guys will be seeing me in video game commercials. I would love to be in one. All right, COD featuring Keith Lee, right? That was VR, yeah. That looks nice. It doesn't look bad. Crossfire, Sierra Squad. Take the fight to VR. August. Any of you guys own a PlayStation VR? That thing expensive though. $1. Can I get a lens? How much for one lens? $1. Good lord, that's expensive. But PlayStation, Sony, if you guys send me one, I will review it and showcase it to my community.
We have no choice. The root will destroy.
You're gonna be a DLC character in Street Fighter? Lots of gun, plenty of shooting. I give it 8.7 out of 10. There you go, Professor. They need to show gameplay from that Smeagol game that came out.
No turning back after this. You sure?
What is this? What do you guys think about this? Yo, Fit It to Be King, appreciate you rolling through, my boy. What would be ideal game genre commercial for me? Shooting games would be pretty cool. Or some type of tech. I really like tech. Like new peripherals, hardware.
All right, we have much
headsets, microphones. I would love all that. I love gadgets. Like new cool toys to play with to make your gaming experience better. I'm all about that.
A few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of
I'm doing
the show.
good, man.
Now,
we're enjoying the Game Fest right now.
Surprises,
just recording the content for, you know, a bunch of YouTube videos.
Set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Ooh. Wait a minute. New Sonic? Sonic Remastered? Remake? Reboot? Volume 3? Now play Sonic at a solid 120 FPS on performance mode. Sonic 5? I don't know. We'll see. Sonic VR. Only available on the PS5 and next-gen consoles. Don't listen to me. I'm just joking. Sonic 5K, bro. Team up with friends? Wait, multiplayer? Cross-plat? Wait a minute. Master new powers and abilities. Turn into water? Oh, no, I'm all about Super Sonic. You collect all the Infinity Stones and turn Super Saiyan? Forget about it. This doesn't look bad. Sonic Superstars. New thrills, classic feels on Sega, PlayStation 4, 5, 4, Xbox Series X and X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It's gonna be on everything. Oh, it's soon. Fall 2023.
How about that? A new standard.
They need to go bring back the old racing from Sonic 2. They need the same thing. They did the same thing with Super Mario.
This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched.
They made it co-op. That's pretty cool.
Bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's
Crossplay 2 already better than Apex.
Take a look.
Buddy.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
What's this?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Looks like Genshin to me, but I don't know if it is. What is this?
Another busy day ahead of us.
Anime.
Starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first.
Boom.
Need a hand?
Booyaka. It does, right? It's Animu. Rocket Punch was Android 16.
Miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
This announced the return of Verdansk. You know they're gonna drop that, but only on mobile. They're never gonna give people what they want. Star Rail. That's what that is. I think I've heard people talk about that.
All right, inspired by the story
Rebirth of Rebirth
Pinocchio,
Island.
Liza P is a Soulsborne-like
ASAP.
game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year.
Give me all
Well,
the
if you're
Game Pass
wondering
games.
exactly
I don't have to
when,
buy no
we have
more.
news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
I think I've seen rumblings about Star Rail online. Geppetto's puppet? Pinocchio? Pinocchio reboot? Remake? Remastered? In 4K? 60 FPS? That's what my dog Mighty Keith be saying. He don't say FPS, he say FPS. Who asked for a Pinocchio game? Reveal yourself in the chat. Probably the same people that asked for Golem. One guy needs to take a year or two off and rethink things, definitely. It's the hero version, ain't it? Let me see. It looks creepy, though. Like Pinocchio X Bloodborne X Final Fantasy. Like, I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out what the vibes are. You been waiting on this?
Listen, pal.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Lies of P. Play demo. Oh, the demo's out now. Ooh, okay. Try that out.
That's right. A demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox,
Final Fantasy
and
Kingdom
PC.
Hearts. Yep.
Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th.
These games are coming out fast.
For the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists.
Horror.
This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5.
Ooh, I love Unreal Engine 5. Sand. Sunlight. Bones. What is it? We got some graboids. Is this Tremors remastered? Ah, man, what is this? I don't like it already. It looks like one of those Telltale games. Like Telltale or like Borderlands. Dragon Ball Akira Toriyama, okay. Journey 2. Looks like Borderlands, right? I'm not a fan of this art style. Are you guys? You guys like this art style? When I think Unreal Engine 5, I don't think this though. Look, Graboid, I told you. Blue Dragon 2. Music killed it for me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. You Professor, you like this art style? Sandland? Wind Waker, okay. Seems like this is gonna be on everything too. Bandai Namco.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely
No, I
hero
haven't.
adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity.
Yeah,
that's coming from Bandai
that's not one
Namco,
for me.
and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are
Yeah, we're
such an
catching up right
important
now.
part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I'm8bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray 2? Yeah, folks, we're behind on we started about an hour and a half after the official start of this, so we're playing catch up. So please, no spoilers of trailers that we haven't seen yet. Okay. I thought it was Stray 2. You saw that cat, the bodega cat?
What that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across
Yeah, no, you're right.
land,
They're not
sea,
making
and
another
air.
one.
Here's
That was a sleeper, right? I feel like every time I hear free to play now, I'm like, eh.
Its shards scattered across the world.
These games out of service, free to play games have not been surviving. It was short though. They're teasing for real, yeah.
Evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power.
Harness it. Elk of Justice.
And put down this threat once and
The thing about these type of trailers for these games is You show me all this, like all this CGI, all these cutscenes, and the game looks nothing like this. Like, why are you showing me all this? Like, this is not what the game looks like at all. And I feel like it's very deceiving as a new person trying to get into these games. It's very jarring when this is all I see, and then when you get into the actual game, it's like, you know, is that just me? Am I the only one that feels that way? Yeah, like this is very stylized, edited stuff, and then you get to the game, you're like, this is not what I saw. Like, I like to see real gameplay footage, not a bunch of trailers, because you get like, you paint this mental picture in your head, right? Players wanted, sign up for the tech test. Playthroneliberty.com. Okay.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to
Right,
everybody watching
V Rising with the
stream right
Animorph.
now. I'm sorry we don't have any
Oh my gosh, Animorphs.
right now.
Throwback.
But on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon.
Yo, DJ Masterkill, we doing good out here.
Supernatural
We're just checking out
Here's a new
Summer Game Fest. We just react June 19th through June 26th. Oh snap! Professor, this is your game. Ain't this, what is this? Gang Beasts, right? It's like Dynasty Warriors. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Gang Beasts Remastered Remake Volume 1. Party Animals. This is the Xbox bootleg version of Gang Beasts. I remember this from last year. Yeah. But you never play? Hey, I played Fortnite with you.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour.
And you enjoyed it, I did.
The next update in June. Then, right after that,
You're right.
we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them, you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the
I don't want my
deadliest
butt
summers
barbed
today.
wired. What just happened? Oh, it was buffering. That was weird. Video must have buffered or something. Yeah, it was weird. Crash Team Rumble. Nah, it was something with the video. Still got a bit to watch. Yo, that Hi-Fi Rush was a sleeper. Samsung Gaming. I am not trying to play these games on a Samsung with input delay. Whatever streaming stuff they're trying to make us do.
Fest. Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Allan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
I've never played the first Allan Wake. Anybody in the chat's played it? People seem to be excited about the second one.
Thank you.
Berserker, what's good, fam? Welcome in, welcome in, bro.
I'm excited because when you announced Allan Wake at the game, or Allan Wake 2 at the Game Awards.
Oh, it did, Zod.
We are in
I just saw it.
It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's
Thank
been
you so
a
much,
long
Zod.
time coming for fans and for you. 13
We have
years
notifications
since the
turned
first
off because we're
Palworld
catching
day.
up on
So
the
tell us
Summer
a bit
Game
about what
Fest.
can we expect in the
Thank you so
sequel?
much for sharing your community with us.
Journey, yes. Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate, terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected.
That Mortal Kombat 1, baby.
Gets to switch
That Mortal
between
Kombat
them
1 looks
at
delightful.
different points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw obviously at the PlayStation event.
I
You
won't
revealed,
sit.
Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living.
My friend made a
narrative
meeting.
that Allan has
Alan Wake
written.
2
Is that
makers
right?
on Tuesday. Really?
That's a good question to ask going into this. So yes, we have Allan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place.
Yes.
And then we
I think I've
have
seen some people. People are
Saga,
going back and
our
replaying
new
Alan Wake
hero,
1 to get
FBI
prepared for
agent,
this.
coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls.
Some event.
Together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. So how and they're somehow linked in some way, right?
They are coming to investigate
Yes.
a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare.
Oh no!
They
I hate when
discover
investigations turn
pages
into a
of
nightmare.
horror story, maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror
I mean, the
story starts to
gameplay.
come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Allan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework.
Okay,
if
you
they
see,
have
there
not
you go.
played
You
the
guys could just dive right into
This
this.
can be enjoyed.
You don't have to
as
play the first
Saga
one.
doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive.
Being thrown to
And
the
with
wolves,
that,
if you will.
All the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Allan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways. But there is
It's like when you go to Islands of
right
Adventure,
way to play through this.
Islands of Universal Studios, and then they give you like the orientation before the ride.
Allan all the way close to the end, or a Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially. So we can't wait to see how these stories.
Are they gonna show us some gameplay or what?
I'm sure throughout the experience today, though. I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
This is what we
Raw
give me the
gameplay for the first time
gameplay.
ever. This is early on
More
from the experience.
horror.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see? What
Hope your games on Apex were well.
Supernatural forces of darkness have brought the
Darkness.
murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster.
You don't like to be scared?
And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and
Pull
stop
2, let's go.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Allan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Gameplay and in-game cinematic footage.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Right? crazy. Where did we see this gameplay? We saw this gameplay somewhere else. Run! Nah, this is not The Last of Us. This is Allan Wake 2. Hit him with that hip fire. The flashlight. I can see why you say Last of Us, though. Definitely the vibes of some of the people we used to fight as Abby. Yeah. I can see that. Similar gameplay. Yeah, I can see that. The second one. Like I said, they say you don't even need to play the first one to dive into this. A heart?
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead.
I keep thinking that's Keanu Reeves.
There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
Yeah, October, in time for spooky season. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me grab a snack. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I need a snack. Some Trolleys. I got an oatmeal cookie. All right.
But Allan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Is it Jesus?
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight.
Nav the Creator was good, fam.
I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain. Tyranids! My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound!
I'm doing good. Good to see you. This looks pretty cool. We've been watching this for about an hour. I needed a snack. Warhammer. This looks good. Definitely one of the better looking games. Mortal Kombat 1 is still my favorite so far. Here's the War 17. Exactly. I think that's what we said last time we saw this.
Open the gates.
A decadent oatmeal cookie is what I'm eating.
I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
Pre-order it. Oh, someone severed head in Nintendo graphics or Super Nintendo graphics. The Ford. Dream was good.
Beautiful indie game.
Welcome in.
Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
My favorite candy. Bright crawlers. These game shows always make me like incredibly hungry.
Gotta be ready.
What was the game?
Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
Ghost? Like from Power?
On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give her a bad name.
Oh great, another zombie game. Another co-op zombie game. Exactly what we need. Are you guys feel like there's too many zombie games or what? You like it? They're Left 4 Dead on crack. Is that what wasn't that what Back 4 Blood was supposed to be? And it will look nothing like this when it comes out, right? Well, it's only next gen.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's
not
the
Pixel
and his voice,
King game.
my familiar name.
New Baldur's Gate, right?
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash on the hand of its master.
Showing us a little behind the scenes with the voice acting.
You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch it.
How long has it been since the last Baldur's Gate?
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
It's been that long, yeah. Well, it comes out August.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Gortash. I feel like Nicolas Cage needs to be in like all these games.
Baldur's Gate 3
Like this should be
is
like
on
the
track,
Nicolas
Sven,
Cage
still
fest.
for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right,
Bro, you're hyped
This
for that
fall,
one, King Smitty?
Marvel open world survival crafting
Yo.
game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called POW who can also fight. In other words, it's kind of like Pokemon with guns.
4 months
And
from now.
then we're going to look at the Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion to Black Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
You said Pokemon with guns? Is that what I heard? Whee! Why? That's what I want to know. It really is Pokemon with guns. Like this is a troll game. Bad Hop says sign me up. Pre-order it. Get the $200 deluxe edition. Palworld. Early access January 24th. Unless they have Nicolas Cage in there, I'm not playing this. Right? Char AR-15 Mander. Charmander with the blicky. Trying to figure out what this is. Booyaka. Land of the Morning Light. Black Desert. Only on PC, June 14th.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Right? Pikachu attacks with the one to the head. Pow! One to the head. Now you know he did.
Hammer and axe we mine and scalp.
Pikachu bust some caps.
Across Middle Earth, delving for riches.
Is this the sequel to Golem?
Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach.
Meagle 2 DLC? I can't believe they made that game, guys. Who's asking for all these? That's what I want to know. Who's beating down the door for these Lord of the Rings games?
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back.
Like, oh, you get to play as Gimli. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, fall 2023. I guess. $49-inch OLED, 240 hertz. Who needs this though? How much is it? $250 off what? Off of 4,000? Oh, more Game Pass. Oh, they're showing us the Game Pass. Luna. Tired of buying consoles? Why not buy an $8,000 TV to play your games on? Let's go. Don't watch Apple? No, I'm not. This is not Apple. This is a Summer Games Fest.
Look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary.
Yeah, I think Dr. Disrespect got like booted offline when he was watching the WWDC whatever. All right, wait. Final Fantasy 16, baby. They got cell phones in that game? Hey, Final Fantasy VII. Hey, I know Mad Hops. I know this is like one of your favorite games. I think you used to, even back in college, you would play this on your phone. Oh, calling me on the TV. That's why he's calling it Genesis. Booyaka. GOAT game. This game is great. So what is this, Professor? Is this remaster, remake, reboot, volume 2? It's like Chibi Final Fantasy. This is that weird Final Fantasy VII game. What's weird about it? I need the remake though. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ever Crisis. Oh yeah, this is the phone one. That's why it's weird. iOS and Android. That's why it looks like that.
For Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy.
Oh!
No.
Ah.
Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back.
Don't do that.
Get a free burrito when you order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest. Plus, get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look
What
at
a
the game
troll.
we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Ew.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Bone from the father, given willfully. Ew. That Baltimore accent is something else.
Suffering for those who live.
Ghost Adventures the game.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice. Simple and
You know what the sound Baltimore cows make? No. Poodle's palm. Wah. Ew, ew.
To be together again.
You're silly, yo. I'm still laughing at Gwenum. We are Gwenum.
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Banishers. Ghosts of New Eden. Like giving me like Castlevania vibes.
それで今回の指令は
あなた好みの単純な力仕事です。
Wait, what is this?
ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。
おい。
大丈夫か。
お待たせしてしまって。
What is it, new Yakuza? What is this?
到着まで3分。何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃこれから起きることは。
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that'd be a good bang for your buck. This might really be Yakuza, though. Zod said Yakuza 8. Spin a Rooney. Spinning bird kick. Oh, snap the wrist. Shifu Jr. I have no name. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. I really thought that was Yakuza. Sega!
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
They got Pathfinder in here talking to us.
Adjusting morning wake up.
Is this Subnautica 2?
Just Stan.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
Deep Blue Sea 2. That the movie LL Cool J? That one? With the sharks?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days.
The ocean's so scary to me. Like the deep ocean.
Are they running down here?
He shouldn't be here.
Someone there?
This doesn't make sense. There's someone else down here.
That's creepy, bro.
Are you there?
Under the waves. He's like hallucinating. PlayStation, Xbox is on everything. Yeah, something about those underwater sea games, like they creep me out.
It's a beautiful new game. Under
I can't swim. I don't mess with the ocean, right?
Ocean Day.
With Samuel Jackson?
All right.
Yeah, he got eaten by a shark.
Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with Warzone Mobile. Today we're going to give you the first ever look at season 4
Best Chimera was good,
Modern
fam.
Warfare 2 Warzone launching next week.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
the first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest,
Boo,
including a
God.
medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo.
New map.
Yep.
Check this out,
It's
guys.
all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
For the Warzone people. These boys are desperate. Good to see you, TBC. So this is gonna be like a new like rebirth kind of map, like small map. Look at the Tim the Tatman skin. Surgeons, DMZ, and Battle Royale. This is season 4, the next season. Doctor disrespect skin or bust. You know they're not gonna give him a skin. He talked too much trash about the game. You saw the spinning bird kick. June 14th. Wow, that's soon. It's like right around the corner.
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today.
Whoa.
To celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche
The
for a
RSR,
limited
baby.
edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Mm-hmm. Rondo. No, thank you. You guys are to race to your nearest Best Buy to buy a 75-year Porsche Edition Xbox.
You can enter for a chance to win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com.
Ooh.
Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for
Let me get
additional
it.
opportunities to get your hands on these special
Let me win it so I can sell it.
All right. Next,
Because I don't
Phoenix
want.
Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley.
Bay Farm.
Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC
Shout out to the
players
people that love
too.
those cozy
Let's take a
games.
look at Fae Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well. Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons. It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's something more I've been itching to explore.
This is legit Animal Crossing. Catching bubbles.
Realms where magic comes to meet us. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything. So, what do you say?
I don't want.
There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
This is a little bit too cozy for me. A lot of friendly
Harvester
RPGs,
ID,
yeah.
There it is. is Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show. Only at
Yeah, that's like two polar opposites, ripping people's heads off to like catching
and
bubbles.
Enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won.
Need Bowser to take over that place.
Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about
So
that
long.
Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features. Some of the
this guy's hype.
cards we've ever made.
Ben Brood.
And some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game. Is that a
Marvel
segue,
Snap.
Ben?
Certainly, yeah.
When I first heard about Marvel Snap, I thought it was like a
Marvel
Pokemon Snap game. Like you take pictures of people. I didn't know it was like a card game.
Next week.
I summon a pot of greed.
Great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards.
Any card game you play, you gotta summon a pot of
If you
greed.
haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
That boy's hype.
That's what I got. That's you.
That's what I got.
You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense. But sometimes, sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns.
Pot of greed.
Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
That's what it do, Yugi.
Muntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay,
1 in 4.
Well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Wow. Marvel Snap for the people. Like literally, I thought that game was Pokemon Snap with Marvel characters. I was very confused when I actually saw the gameplay.
And the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite.
Okay, new Fortnite.
Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cash back rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets.
Where are my Fortnite
Now,
people at?
Here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
It said mobile and PC. So you know this is gonna be a bunch of cutscenes that don't look nothing like the game.
I have sacrificed everything to save your kind. From an ancient evil. Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked. And you may prove worthy of your legacy.
That dragon spitting. There it is. Actual gameplay footage. King Arthur Legends Rise. I have no interest in mobile games. I have enough things that kill my phone.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall?
Yeah, it does. It does look very Raid Shadow Legendy. Agreed, Best Chimera.
To protect the beacon.
That's what I was feeling. I was feeling those vibes as well.
Price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us. This world needs champions.
Wayfinder. That's PlayStation and Steam. Don't see Xbox listed. Oh, this is a new Fortnite, right? I have the power. Oh, that's the Unreal editor for Fortnite. Yo, yeah, I've been making some crazy stuff with that.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Project under construction.
This is one of the mobile games too. Nexus. Oh, it's on Steam?
Guys, one more game?
Good morning, scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle.
Oh, they're just cranking out these trailers like back to back. Space trash scavenger.
Stardate 43152.4.
Oh, wait, Star Trek?
Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile
Space
territory,
Enterprise?
and the crew is standing by in preparing contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Star Trek Infinite. The silver-haired god, he called him.
Who hasn't dreamt of
The power of friendship,
themselves aboard a
exactly.
multitask? This
Music
new
brings
hack
us
and
all
slash
together.
game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the Time Shift Warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Goddess of Time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you, and fight again alongside your past selves.
I'm here again.
Oh,
That's another me. I'm
not one
not
of these
good.
top-down games.
I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me.
Is this supposed to compete with Hades 2? That's what it kind of looks like.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
I will become Legion and crush these demons. Onwards! I can feel that there are more.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has
Oh, yeah,
a
I remember
great
that one.
cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Let's
Great
go.
to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
You got the
This
boots
is
on.
Such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay.
But is it
tell us about
fun?
the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all three forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so
No.
fast-paced. There's so much action in it. You know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during
Riff-raff street rat.
time of intense
I don't
trauma,
buy
he
that.
Summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game.
All right, more gameplay.
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild. So let's take a look.
All right, let's see.
Take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is.
I'm trying to figure out how I feel about these games. Like these first person, like magic casting shooting games. I'm not sure. Like you know, like Ghostwire Tokyo, right? It's like Destiny 3. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm not sure how I feel about it.
North by northeast, 5 knots.
Oh yeah, I called her Toft. Like Brolic Toft right there. Whoa. Boom. Yeah, I can see that. Game that you watch but will not buy, yeah. Like I don't feel compelled to play this. The humongous hand just grabbed, smashed the whole ship. Aftershock the Ever story. He's using Strand. This is Destiny 3. Boy, throwing up gang signs. A lot of hand gestures and movement. Yeah. One's in the chat if you guys are gonna pick this up. Repulsor blast. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah. 0. Yeah, I won't be getting this. Yeah.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight.
It'll be on Game Pass Watch. Don't do that. Professor's probably right. Let's see. It's just Destiny without guns. It's just magic. All right. Professor said this is gonna be on Game Pass. Let's see if he's right. If he's right, it's gonna confirm that there's like a certain quality and a type of game that goes on there. It's an EA original, June 20th. But I don't see it. I don't know. But it's an EA original, so it has that vibe. Anthem, right?
Looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is
They better port it properly if it's gonna be cross-platform.
Season 3 Wilds launches.
Dude, it's 400 degrees outside. I'm hearing it's hot.
Debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season.
86 where I'm at.
The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new battle pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Cybertron. That's bearable, right? New Fortnite. Yeah, right. You saw that too. Cybertron, isn't that like dude from Transformers? No, I'm not going back to Fortnite. Ride the little dinosaurs. Oh, yeah. Cybertron is the planet the Transformers are from. Yes. Look, a piece of scrap metal. Are you Sam Winwiki? The Winwiki family? I rise, you fall. There it is. Baby Optimus? Whoa. Boom. He's with them. Who's watching them? Fortnite Wilds. Zero builds.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Finally, guys,
He doesn't look excited about
it's
that.
time to get to our grand finale.
Oh, grand finale. What is it? What is
a
it?
Deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again. This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
What is it?
Rumors were true.
We're still here.
Midgar, Sector 2.
Caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations
Final
are already
Fantasy.
in progress.
The dog. Was it Red 13? Let's go. The unknown journey continues. More. Is this finally the second game?
Just look at it all.
Are we
It's
back,
so
baby?
clean. Even after everything we've
Bro,
done.
how long has it been,
Still
Professor?
going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality,
Bro, it's gonna take us like 8 games to finish this. They're definitely not following the discs from back in the day.
wondering,
It was
What's
2020.
Grant been doing these past 5 years?
My
Where's he
goodness.
been?
And you're
This was a fun
asking
game.
me this?
I was pleasantly surprised by
This
this
is gonna
one.
sound crazy, but as far as I
Chocobos. We're gonna be breeding chocobos.
Cloud was never
Gotta make the
even
black
around
chocobo that can
years
walk on water. Go to secret islands. It's gonna be 3 games. They already said it. Okay, cool.
It is the very essence of our star,
Yeah, this is pandemic gaming.
coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Mad, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgar.
They probably lied. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it. The pacing doesn't seem right for it just only be 3 games, to be honest.
Why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up.
What is that?
Angered it, more like.
Ooh-ah. Yak 'em.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
Elena.
New, but she's still
Oh, is that Andrew Tate? Who is that? I mean, Disc 3 was only the Northern Cave, so they must have expanded some of Disc 2 into 3. Oh no, it air occurred. I got the clip though. Hold on. That one didn't work either.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster.
that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul. That she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I got it. I foot pedaled it. The Nova. Because that'll be a funny video to post.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her.
Oh, Katana. We back, baby. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We in there. Early 2024 on 2 discs.
There you have
on
it.
2
That was
discs?
Final Fantasy VII
What?
Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right.
How much of your hard drive is it gonna
Do it
take
for
if it's
Summer
2
Game
discs?
Fest, our live showcase, but that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in
2
Los
discs?
Angeles, including Cyberpunk
2
2077,
PS5s.
Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone.
That means we're gonna be doing a lot. All right, cool. That was the Summer Games Fest 2023. We were able to see a lot of cool trailers. Guys, what did you guys think? I was really excited about that Mortal Kombat 1. That Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was a banger. I don't know anything else that really stood out. There's a lot of games coming out a lot sooner. Super hype about that Spider-Man 2, obviously. And I was surprised to find out that Venom is not going to be Eddie Brock. It's going to be a complete different story. So that's going to be pretty cool. So guys, if you guys like that video, make sure you like the video. Comment down below what was your favorite part of the showcase of Summer Game Fest 2023. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow for more Summer Game Fest content. We'll be doing the stuff like this Capcom showcase and all that good jazz, the Xbox, Bethesda, and everything. Until next time, peace.